Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is John, or Last Frontier Bricks, and this is my review of the LEGO Star Wars 2024 Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder, the last of the LEGO Star Wars sets of 2024, celebrating the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. It is set number 40755, includes 383 pieces plus 7 minifigures, and retails for $45. As I said, this is the last set celebrating 25 years of LEGO Star Wars, with the exclusive figure being QTKT. Originally showed up in canon in Season 5 of LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars, but showed up in real life far sooner than that. If you guys don't know the story of this little droid, I would suggest you very much look it up. Though I will say you might want a box of Kleenexes nearby. It's sweet, but it's also a bit painful. Showing off the box art, you see both the dropship and the scout speeder engaged in a little battle on a desert planet, quite possibly Tatooine, maybe Jakku, I don't know. Oh, I guess it all depends on when during the war this is. And you do get a pretty solid lineup of both stormtroopers and rebel fleet troopers. Although, no, compared to the original versions of these ships, that first showed up as separate battle packs, I do believe the figures are a bit could definitely have been better. But it's but it looks like a pretty solid set. And anyway, top of the box shows up one of the fleet troopers and one on this scale image. And taking a look at the back of the box, so you see both vehicles and another image showing off a couple of the plate features, such as removing the turret from the Rebel speeder and dropping off the stormtroopers with the dropship. Taking a look at the box of this thing, this one actually doesn't have the thumb tabs. You actually need have the tape. Fortunately, I do have a knife sitting right next to me. There we go. Got that open up. Actually, the first thing I see is the instruction manual, which is a bit folded up, but we'll take a look at that in just a second. Alright, so it looks like we have 1, 2, 3. Ooh, another instruction manual, okay. And we got 4, 5. I believe there is a 6th one. Indeed, there is, along with 2 copies of the same sticker sheet. Almost wonder if the ones that ended up with no stickers. Whoopsie. Anyway, we'll take a look at the instruction manuals. Here's instruction manual number 1. And open it up. Once again, we have an ad for paper bags with no paper in a set with no paper bags. Of course, a little ad with R2 telling you to join the SO 25th anniversary celebration. And it looks like first one you build is the dropship. For instruction manual number 1, nothing in the back of the instruction manual. Except, but you do have the Star Wars logo in black. For the second instruction manual, of course you got the instructions for the Rebel speeder. Let's see. Of course, since there's your image of the full set, and then you have 3 pages for the parts list. No ads for any sets. Interesting. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump into time lapse of this set, of the build of this set, starting right now. Alright, the build is done. I would say that took about an hour or so. Some pretty interesting building techniques for both of these vehicles, I must say. So starting off, we will, of course, be taking a look first off at the figures. First off, we get 3 of the newer designed stormtroopers with the interesting helmet design. good looking prints all around, and all of them come equipped with your regular Star Wars blaster in black. However, there are differences in all three of them, and that is in their faces. First off, we have a, I'd say, medium nougat colored trooper female. Next up, we've got another female, and dark skinned. And finally, we have one male with, I would almost say, yeah, the neutral clone, because it almost looks like to me, it almost looks like the angry clone, but with a more neutral face. So, pretty solid lineup of stormtroopers there. Next up, we have our three Rebel Fleet Troopers. They do have the same design as the boarding intended for, but that doesn't mean they aren't as good. Helmets are pretty solid as usual. A little metallic paint there on the belt buckle, and they do have the same blasters as the stormtroopers, only in light metallic gray. So I actually kind of like these blasters more. And much like the stormtroopers, we do have three face variants. One a dark-skinned female. Although I will say the rebels have much like with the blasters, they have a little bit of a one up on the stormtroopers, as all three of them have alternate faces. As you can see, this female is a more battle-ready face. Then you've got a regular skinned male, one with a happier face, one with a more battle ready face. And the third one, I was actually quite surprised about with his face, because it's a reuse of Captain Antilles. Wanna know how I know? His alternate face. It's his "I'm getting choked out by Darth Vader" face. So yeah, quite interesting. Was not expecting a reuse of Captain Antilles, but his face. But hey, not bad, not bad. And just get these guys to stand up. There we go. And again, of course, we have our 7th figure, our 25th anniversary figure, QTKT. I'll be the first to admit, hot pink like this is not my favorite color. So I won't be too surprised if this is one of my least favorites of the 25th anniversary figures. But I will say the printing looks really good all around. Lots of metallic gray all around. I would say taking a look at the stripe around the head, it's just about as straight as I have ever seen. At least my copy has just about as straight a stripe around the dome as I've ever seen it. Most of it is pretty consistent with R2, with the printing on the torso, no printing on the back. Although QTKT does have the caution painting around her dome. That's because as in the Clone Wars arc where she shows up, she gets an upgrade of having like a electromagnet and hidden in her dome, which will attract mines. And I almost wish you had like a one like a 1x1 flat circular tile, to attach to the top, which would actually serve as the magnet. But anyway, interesting selection for the 25th anniversary figure set, if I do say so myself, but not an unwelcome one, and just so you can have a little consistency with my 25th anniversary video. Here she is next to the 25th anniversary figures I already have, the ARC Trooper 5s from Boarding Tangent 4 and Saw Gerrera from the Sith Infiltrator. So as you can see, my collection of 25th anniversary figures is steadily growing. Let's move on to the vehicles. First up, the first one we built was the 3rd edition of the Imperial Dropship. Of course, we had the original one from the original battle back, and then we had the 2nd iteration of it with the 20th anniversary of Lego Star Wars sets. So this makes the 3rd edition of an original Lego Star Wars set. but most, which is kind of ironic because most of the Lego original vehicles don't even get a second iteration. And I will say this is probably when it comes to design iterations, I would say this is number two, with number one going to with the 20th anniversary. Yeah, not really sure why. I don't know. I guess I just like the design on that one cosmetically more. Although there are some nice details in this one. The cockpit does open up just super easy. There is a printed control panel inside the set, and then there is enough space for you to, of course, put one of your stormtroopers in the cockpit, and you just hold it up. Might need to get rid of the blaster. There we go. We have a tight squeeze in there, but it fits in there just fine. You do have some sticker up here up top. Speaking of stickers, I will say you do only need one sheet of stickers. So if just in case you end up, as I said, unlike mine, where I got two sheets of stickers, I only got one. I'm like, oh no, I only got one sticker sheet instead of two. Am I going to have enough stickers? Don't worry, you got enough stickers. You only need one sheet. For some reason, mine just ended up with an extra one. But yeah, you got a sticker here behind the cockpit, and two more on the sides of the wings, which of course are adjustable. Which actually adjust alongside the engines, and so a nice little touch there. And of course, one of the main features is that this section can be deployed from the dropship, so you can add your other two stormtroopers to the back, like so. There we go. Yep, and then that just slides into these these 1x4 bricks with the rails goes in the middle. Oh, and the clip on the back actually connects to a connector inside. So yeah, there's enough of a connection and to where it'll stay there, but it's also super easy to detach it as well. And then of course you got a pair of stud launchers up front, which Lego of course provides plenty of extra ammo for. So nice looking dropship, not as good as its previous iteration, but still pretty solid. But still a pretty solid build. And then, of course, you get the Rebel Land Speeder. Again, some good stickers on the front and the sides. And again, you do have room for all three of your troopers. There's another printed control panel front for the driver. Some pretty interesting build. Some pretty interesting build. Uh, uh, Building designs going on. You have a couple inverted tiles on the bottom, give it the impression that it is hovering. Because, like I said, you can fit all three of your troopers in the speeder. Oh, they're all just connected by two studs, so they're easily, so you can put them in easily, and they are easily removed. I can just get this guy in here. This might be a bit of a tighter fit than the dropship. Might be easier. Blasters up. Whew, why not? Maybe you shouldn't be put that far back. There we go. Okay, that looks better. And then of course you can put someone in control of the tower. Another printed tile on top of the tower, and a nice little addition of these like stair-like pieces on the sides of However, of course, you can't really the minifigures can't really use them, but it's nice addition for imaginative play. And of course, like I said, the turret not only has again a pair of stud launchers, which again Lego provides plenty of extra ammunition for, but can also be removed from the rest of the speeder and deployed separately. Yeah, and there is a little bit. Oh, and there's a little bit of a gap after the turret is moved, which who knows? You might be able to fit a crate in there. I have some thermal detonators in the back. Who knows? I mean, come on, it's Lego. Use your imagination. You can have fun with it. So for $45, I think I got my yeah. I think I got into my money's worth of Lego here. You might want to wait to see if it goes on sale for like $40. But as I understand it, if my sources are correct, aka other YouTubers, this might not last long enough to go on sale. Because this is the last of the 25th anniversary sets, it might not be around for long. And I've heard rumors that this thing is going to go away once the end of the year hits, since technically we'll no longer be celebrating the 25th anniversary of Lego Star Wars. So this might be gone by New Year's 2025. And this thing only just got released on October 1st. So again, this might be one of the shortest this might be one of the Lego Star Wars sets with the shortest shelf life. Again, right now, that's only a rumor. I honestly don't know how accurate that rumor is as of yet, but I have heard it. So if that's true, you might want to just grab this while you can, especially if you want to get that QTKT figure. But and also if it's true, if you guys are interested in Lego investing, I haven't figured out if I am yet or not. But if you are interested in Lego investing, this might not be a bad one to get if that rumor is true. Because not only do you get the exclusive QTKT figure, but it's also a pretty solid Rebel and Imperial army builder. You got three troopers of each, and both with small but pretty solid vehicles. This might not be one to bad one. This might not be a bad one to do a little Lego investing in. Hold on, we'll buy a couple now. Oh, wait a year or two, see if you can make some extra money off it. I think the one downside of this set is that, unlike the previous iterations of both these vehicles, this set only comes with 3 Rebels and 3 Imperials, compared to the previous 4, which really sucks for the Imperial side, because they got rid of the cool and super exclusive Shadow Trooper that came with both previous versions of the same set. So yeah, a little disappointing there, because if I had to narrow it down to 3 figures in the set, I would have gotten rid of one of the regular Stormtroopers. That way you could get the Shadow Trooper. And if you wanted to, if you could have done a 4th for the Rebels, I think a solid choice would have been Rebel Friend. In case you guys don't know who that is, he first showed up in Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, and then reappeared again in Lego Star Wars Complete Saga and Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. He's basically let's see, is this one? Okay, that one's Antilles. Okay, so he's basically this guy. Yeah, your standard Rebel Trooper. Only his shirt underneath the black vest is red instead of blue. He's been much like Jedi Bob. He's been a bit of a fan favorite basically ever since he made his debut in Lego Star Wars Original Trilogy, and we have yet to get him in minifigure form, much like Jedi Bob, until this year. So that's that. So of course, people have been wanting to get a hold of him for a while, and I think this would have been a great way to get a hold of him to basically just bump this price up from 45 to, I don't know, 50, 55. That way we could get both the Shadow Trooper and that Rebel friend. But as it is for 45 bucks, this ain't bad. And again, if those rumors are true, I would recommend see if you can get a hold of it while you can, because again, if that rumor is true, this set ain't gonna be around for long. So that's my review on this set. Thank you for joining me for it. If you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, all that stuff. You can check out some more of my content on the end screen in just a few seconds. And I will see you all in the next video. Later, everybody!